Chief Marketing Officer. In between, we have our Chief Executive Officer and MD, Shyam Srinivas, sir. And on the extreme left, we have our Zonal Head, Mr.Dileep.
I want to add to what Shyam was saying that in the last 3-4 years, there has been a real takeoff kind of a phase with Federal Bank. When he mentioned 486 lakh crores, we are just a peeping distance away from about 500,000. And that's going to be a remarkable milestone for us. When he was mentioning about the fact the franchise is growing, we have a lot of expansion happening towards the north, the northeastern states. Maharashtra, we're going to be having a lot of new branches which are going to be set up in Bombay, which we see as a very crucial market for us. There have also been expansions which have happened in key locations which are close to places like Kolhapur, which is also a very interesting belt to have because of the farming fraternity there. So consciously the bank is expanding itself into pockets. Deposits has been something which is our strength. So I want to bring that point in. The second point that I want to also share with you is that in terms of the return on investment, Federal Bank is perhaps giving the highest ROI against all the top 3 or 5 banks which you would have seen over the last 5 years. So that's another point that I want to bring to the table. The point that Shyam mentioned, that all of this is happening not just in pursuit of business, which we should naturally go out and do because that's what the shareholders expect and that's what is expected out of our colleagues and everybody wants to grow, but we are an absolutely conscious brand. There is deep work which is happening on Sanjeevani, which Shyam referred to, which is working on cancer awareness. A lot of work happens by corporates after you've got cancer, but we are working in the space of encouraging a lot of people like us to go out and screen ourselves for cancer when we are healthy. So it's almost like going out and saying that Swachh Bharat ya Pani Bachao kind of a thing. So the work is far more here. So that's one area of work that we are going out and doing. For the Independence Day, you will find that there are a group of RJs who are going on our behalf to wish the soldiers at the Saichin Glacier on Independence Day, because it's true to our tagline where we say Rishta aap se hai, sirf aap se nahi. So anybody can go out and do that. And then there are a lot of campaigns which are happening. There is a cards business which we want to go out and build. Plus, there is a lot of interesting stuff happening in the tech space. So which is what we are very, very proud of. And I think that's the culture which makes our clients stay with us here, who have stayed with us for over 50 years with us. And clearly, we want to be exemplar when it comes to becoming the most admired bank and still staying as somebody who's human at the core and digital to the fore. So we want to get the best of all and then let the numbers speak out. So that's what I want to add, Shyam.
Today marks quite a special occasion, and I'm happy to share it with all of you. It's 50th year of Federal Bank in Hyderabad, and we thought we'll use the occasion to both reach out to customers, thank them, and use the occasion to connect with all of you and share some of the highlights and respond to queries that you may have. But over the years, one thing that we were just looking at today, and what is a very interesting development and a very happy development is, we've been here 50 years. What we've done in the last 5 is equal to what we did in the first 45. So in the last 5 years, we have doubled our business, trebled our business and doubled our footprint, branch network. So today we are about in the extended Hyderabad, Andhra, Telangana belt, we have about 77, 78 branches and growing. And in the city of Hyderabad, we are now at about 28 branches, and it has doubled in the last 18 months. So if you take the last 5 years, we were about 39 branches, now we are 78, so doubled the branches. Business was about 5,000 odd crores, now it's 15,000 plus crores. So we have, the good story is our footprint is expanding and our business market share is increasing. But equally better or equally exciting opportunity is we are still a small player in the bigger scheme of things, and that means the opportunity is quite large for the bank. So the opening sort of messages, one is of course extremely grateful and thanks to our customers and the support we've received in these markets. We have a customer event in the neighboring property. As I was just coming here, I saw an elderly gentleman walking in with his wife, and he had to be escorted into the hall because he's probably in his late 80s, and that's really gratifying. If a client in the middle of the day at that age wants to come and be part of our 50-year celebrations, it indicates the fact that the franchise is quite deep and embedded here. So I'm hoping that that's not just one, but there are many such instances to talk about and celebrate. So longevity, recent momentum in business, and of course the opportunity to gain scale in geographies like this which are growing are certainly quite exciting. Many of you would have just seen the most recent announcement on the policy rate which the governor just announced earlier this afternoon, or the overall economic trend of India. The momentum of Federal Bank, you would have seen our first quarter results or the sustained growth over the last few years, all point to the fact that the bank is well positioned for continuous and credible sustainable growth. That's been the philosophy of the bank, and we hope to make sure that that momentum is only sort of built upon. Some noteworthy facts for all of you to...
Already MD and our Chief Marketing Officer have given the details. A couple of things like in the state of Andhra and Telangana I would like to mention. Sir was mentioning that we have opened so many branches in the last 5 years and we are planning to expand further. Maybe by this financial year end we will add another maybe a dozen of more branches in these two states. A dozen, almost 10 to 12 branches. So that will take us to close to 90 branches in these two states. And next financial year, after next financial year, we are planning to open a zone here also. That is in pipeline. Maybe Hyderabad will be the headquarters for that. As of now, Bangalore zone is taking care of all these three states, Karnataka, Andhra and Telangana. On the other aspect, when we are opening branches, many people are getting opportunities to join this great institution. So the job opportunity created by Federal Bank is huge. As of now, almost 240 POs are there, like probationary officers are there in our zone. So just see the last 2 years, how many have got the opportunity. And career-wise also, Federal Bank is there at the forefront. So many youngsters want to join our institution also to take their career forward. So as MV has told, human at the core, digital at the fore, that is our mantra. Same thing is applicable pan-India for the bank. The same will be there for these two states also.
Marks the 50th anniversary of the bank's presence in Hyderabad. So we're all gathered here to both celebrate the occasion and thank our customers. In fact, I was just coming out of the hall. We have a gentleman who's probably late 80s with his wife has just arrived to be part of the function. So it indicates how deep and how strong our relationships are. And like I was mentioning on the earlier occasion, the bank's business has more than trebled actually in the last 5 years. And our branch network has doubled in the last 5 years. So I'm reasonably sure what we did in the first 45, we did in the last 5. In the next 3, we probably will do what we did in the first 50. So the bank is well poised for good growth and a sustained growth. And like I mentioned, we are just not looking at business. We're looking at being part of the community. We have a lot of initiatives that are in the area of healthcare and preventive healthcare more than post-discovery of a problem. So it's a sustained focus plan. We've lived 50 years here, and I'm hoping that the next 50 are even brighter. Thank you. Part of the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, now in Vizag. In addition to our bank's branch expansion, we have a large facility called FedServe, which is a 100% owned subsidiary of the bank, focused on back office operations for the bank. So we have 3 centers in India. One is in Kochi, one is in Vizag, the other one just coming up is in Indore. And the Vizag facility is almost nearly 1,000 people. So since Dileep pointed out employment opportunities, we believe that will scale up to almost 1,000 people. In fact, from here I'm going there for the event tomorrow. So I think this catchment, in addition to business opportunities, could also be a large opportunity for building young talent to keep their career progression going. So that's just some data for you.